This tutorial is to take a object. We're just going to bring up this airplane here, this jet, and we want to decorate it graphically. Okay, so you've probably seen many jets. I don't have. Maybe I'll throw up a sample here. Bring up a sample. I'll just put Disney design jet, just so maybe you can see some ideas that I'm thinking here. So, oh, these are just designed. Oh, here's one where they take this jet and they totally make it like this one has Alaska Air, Portland Timbers, you know, and it's really decorated. So I want you to take this jet and decorate it up. All right. So the first thing I want to do is just go to the internet and find some fun things. I'm going to do this on Disneyland. So I'll put Disney, and we'll get tons of, you know, photos here and stuff. So I want to put this Mickey Mouse on the tail. So I'm going to click on that Mickey Mouse. I'm going to bring this over to my photo here, or my jet. Now it automatically made a new layer there, okay, in the layers palette. Command T, and we're going to stretch this down and kind of twist it, click outside the box, and get it about where you'd want it. So you can kind of see like that's going to be off the top of the jet there, and make sure you don't squish and squash, make it too much. But here's where the fun part gets. While it hit Command T and while it's selected, click on the warp here, and you can warp this around that jet plane tail. Now what I like to do before that is take the opacity down of the layer so you can see through it, so you can see the tail of the jet, then hit Command T, then take your warp right here, and then warp it around that jet, okay? Just kind of bring it up here. And you can erase and things too, but and if you hit check mark Command T, you can twist it some more so Mickey's on the tail of that jet. Warp. And just make it look fun. We don't need all his ear, and you don't want to squish him, squash him too much. Okay, and then hit check mark when you're kind of finished close enough there. Then take your eraser, or what I like to use is the polygonal lasso tool, because it does in straight lines of selections. So I can just click up the tail here, keep clicking. And then finish it off. When you see that little zero next to the polygonal tool. Now we don't want to hit delete because that delete the tail. Okay, we want to hit Command Z to go back in time. I want to do everything but the tail, so I'm going to go to Select, Inverse, and then hit delete. Command D. Then bring up your opacity. Okay. Now if I take my Move tool, you'll see that Mickey is the tail shape. Okay, Command Z, go back and okay. So I want you to decorate this with type and photos and design, or graphics and design, how you'd like. So if I was going to put Disneyland Express, Command T. Now to warp text, you have to rasterize it, because right now it's still text. If you look at the layers here, it's still a T. Right click on the blue part and rasterize the text. Now Command T, and it's warpable. Take the warp tool and you can totally warp, you can totally warp that so it looks like it's on the jet as well. Pull this out and do some fun things with it. Make it look rounded, like it's really on that jet. And then you can do some erasing again with the polygonal tool. We can click along here, and it will look like it's on top of that. I'll just go around it here. I'm not going to erase it over the top of that. And then just have that zero. And then select, inverse, delete. So now it's there, and you can take the eraser tool and kind of clean it up if you need a little bit of cleanup here. Oops, I got a little too much of the E there. Okay, and I can erase this if I want, the tail, but I don't want to do that. I want to just maybe erase a little bit of the window or something there. All right, and then put something on the bottom here and on the front and really decorate this thing up. You know, I could take this picture of Ariel and then Command T and get it there, and then take your opacity down. So check mark opacity so you can see the jet underneath it, and then Command T and then the warp tool. And again, you can warp Ariel and put her on the jet there parts. Warp this down here, get the little, can't remember the fish's name, but I'm sure you do know the name. You can totally warp this and make it look like it's on that jet. Lift it down, turn around, you can warp it like this. So it looks like this jet's been wrapped in this, and you could pull this out and just decorate that jet. Oops. Keep pulling. Almost make it perfect. Check mark. Oh, Command T, I need a little bit more there, up on the top of this here. And then turn the opacity back up a little bit, and then do some erasing, and then Command T and fixing, and you know, make it look like I need to put her on that there. I could do a little erasing here, so I take my polygonal tool and just kind of click, 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 and whoops, I went a little bit nuts. I'm going a little fast here, but click, 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 and then delete, and then take your eraser and do some cleanup. Put her right on that jet there, so it looks like she's on it. Kind of fun, huh? Now I need to go move it up a little bit, or stretch it down a little bit, just to make it perfect, or best you can. I can pull this out more here in the back, and then pull this down more. Okay, so then again, the top here, I just need to do some clicking and make it look like it's on there. You've totally seen these before. It'd be very expensive to decorate a jet like this, you know, if you did it for real, but they do it. Of course, Disney has all the money in the world, it seems like. Click around just to finish that off, and then delete. And then use your eraser to do some cleanup. Okay? And then you can do some fix-up. Now, down here, we can take the opacity down to the eraser and just kind of do a little bit of erasing, so it looks, you know, a little more natural. Okay, so that's making a neat jet. And then to make it really real, bring Disneyland Express on top on this layer here. Let me get this here so you can see everything I'm doing here. So bring that up on top. Okay, so when it's down here, you can't see it very well. And then take the actual picture with Ariel on it. Okay, I just turned it off just to show you where it's at. It's on this layer. Take my eraser and go very small with our small eraser. Erase the little windows here on the jet. Okay, and you can turn the opacity up to 100% so it really erases them better. You want to make it look real. Okay, and then erase the captain's windows as well. Try to make them look as real, and really small brush to pinpoint and get it perfect. And then bigger brush to do those windows. If you get them just about right size, you can just swipe them and make them look as real as possible. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to erase each item to make it look as real as you can. Okay, so have fun finishing out your airplane. There's lots of more things to fix on it.